I looked in the mirror the other day and I thought, who is this person that is staring back at me? And then I went into radical compassion for the woman that I see and the woman that is becoming and has become who I am. Welcome to Collective Guidance. I'm your host, Charla Goodnight, and I am so grateful to be here with you today. Lately, I have been going through a massive shift. Everything in my life feels like it is changing. Relationships that I have had for 13 plus years that I have worked to maintain, really strived hard to have harmonious relationships with, are deteriorating and falling apart, and the structure of those are changing. My body is changing. My body in the last year has went through this massive change of what used to work for me doesn't work anymore. It is not operating like it did before. My hands hurt when I wake up, my joints hurt, my feet hurt. And I know it's all perimenopause and hormonal, yet it still feels like a lot. I am becoming an empty nester. I have three amazing boys that have chosen me to be their mom. And one is in college already and out of the house, though for the last 3 months, I've had him back in my house and I have loved every single waking moment of it. And I have a 18-year-old that is graduating very soon and going away to college. Then my third son will be a senior next year. So there's a lot of transition happening, from relationships collapsing to transforming into a different structure and model, to my body transitioning and becoming something I've never experienced before and having to give massive compassion to it constantly, then becoming an empty nester and knowing that my life is going to make a dramatic shift in the next 15 months. So that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about, how do we get through these transitions? How do we accept that a relationship you worked so hard to build has collapsed, and now it has to be created in a different manner? How do you learn to welcome in and embrace this new body that is presenting itself? Your old body has somewhat died, and now a new body is coming into form and birth, along with the transition of being a parent to three young boys, to being a parent to three men. So let's talk about the relationship. Okay. So I've had this a lot in my life. Relationships are so important to me. And for a good 14 years, I have worked on a certain relationship. I'm not going to tell you what relationship, because that really doesn't matter. The people don't matter. It is how I have operated and how I am now choosing to operate. And so how I've always operated in that relationship is what is best for everyone else. And I say what is best for everyone else, meaning, how can I serve everyone else in this because I know that when everyone else is happy, I'll be happy. Well, come to find out, that is a survival mechanism. It is a survival mechanism of how can I diminish myself? How can I push myself down and give to everyone else so everyone else feels comfortable? Because if everyone else feels comfortable, I will feel comfortable. Well, that story has ended because it didn't work. The relationship in that manner doesn't work. Relationships like that don't work because you give, and the other party is not giving. And eventually you see that just doesn't work in relationship. You have to give and take. And when you are constantly the giver, and then you are told that your giving is not enough and you need to give more when you have given everything that you possibly can, the relationship is going to crumble. And I know to be true that when we are in relationships like that, no matter who they are with, if it is with a partner, a friend, a child, a parent, a co-parent, any relationship that you have, when you operate in that capacity where there's always one giver and one person constantly keeping the peace, it is eventually going to crumble. Now, I'm not telling you don't have relationships like that because look, I've had it and I worked very hard for it and then it crumbled. And the great news is for myself, I am getting to restructure that relationship and how that relationship is going to be in my life now. And the great thing about it, right, is that I get to reinvent myself. I get to do my self work. Number one, I get to start with forgiveness. How can I forgive this situation? How can I forgive myself for everything that I gave up and did not fight for or feel like I needed to stand for? How can I forgive myself for acting that way? How can I forgive the situation for how it played out? And how can I now recreate anew? All of that is growth. I know for me, I did not come into this human experience to not have growth. My goal is to no longer come back to the human experience once I'm done with it. I want massive soul growth. That is what I signed up for. And that is why I am here. And I believe that is why we are all here, is for massive soul growth. So my job is to do the work, and the work is the work within: the forgiveness, the compassion, the understanding, the controlling my thoughts. Our thoughts are going to play some wicked ass games on us. We want to be right. We want to justify how we responded and how we reacted. The truth is, that shit doesn't matter. It's about how you feel inside. How do those thoughts make you feel? How do your thoughts make your heart feel? When we have negative thoughts about someone, our heart does not feel good. And so the work is, like I said, forgiveness, compassion, understanding, creating a new harmonious dynamic, and most importantly, controlling my thoughts. I'm going to leave you with this. My father used to always say, you never know what someone else is thinking. And our job is not to know what they're thinking. We're never going to know what they're really thinking. And unfortunately, and fortunately, that thought has always stuck with me. I never know what someone's really, really thinking. And it's not my job to think about what they're thinking. My job is to think about how my actions affect me and affect everyone else. I'm going to leave you with that. That is something that I'm working on right now. I am working on the compassion and the forgiveness and the understanding, and most importantly, letting it go, because I know that whatever happened between us was a timeline. All timelines have expiration dates and they are not meant to last forever. Now, I'm going to talk about the body, how my body is transitioning and what I'm doing for that. Wow. I wake up sometimes and I feel like I got hit by a Mack truck. I just don't want to get out of bed. I'm having hot flashes in the middle of the night. My hands hurt when I wake up. My joints hurt when I wake up. My whole fucking body hurts. Okay. Like, let's be serious. This is this is a chemical issue that is going on in my body. I am doing HRT. I am doing some hormone replacement therapy, but I am in perimenopause. And because I'm in perimenopause, my hormones are not regulated. I mean, I started going through this maybe a year ago, and it feels like sometimes my body is playing tricks on me. So if you are there, know that I am here with you. I feel like my sight is getting different. My hearing is different. My body composition is definitely shifting. Typically, when I gain weight, I will gain weight more in my upper body than I will in my legs. But it is really happening in my arms. And unfortunately, it's not happening in my boobs. I'm like, give me some weight in my boobs. It is very interesting. The mind control that we need to have during this phase of life, just like the one with the crumbling of relationship, the biggest thing is mind control. The body transition is mind control, not thinking that I'm going crazy. I know I'm not going crazy. I know what's happening to my body. What can I do to give it compassion? What can I do to give it understanding? If I need to rest, can I give it rest without judgment? Can I feed it the proper nutrients it needs for inflammation? I know it has some inflammation going on right now. So can I feed it anti-inflammatory foods? If I feel the need to just lay on the couch all day, can I do that without judgment? And it really comes down to not judging the body. Can I look in the mirror and say, it's okay, babe, that you got wrinkles going on. It's okay. I love you. It's okay that your body is shifting, that you have a little bit of extra skin. I have always been in fitness and always worked out very hard. These days lately, it feels very difficult to even move. And with that, I am giving it the 15 minutes of exercise that it needs every day. And I know some of you out there, you may be like, oh, it needs more than 15 minutes. Actually, no, my body needs just 15 minutes right now. If I can give it 15 minutes, I feel like it has done what it needs to do. And I actually believe in the 1 minute spurts, 1 minute of doing maybe like squats or push-ups. Sometimes I just do 30 push-ups a day, 3 sets of 10. And I call it a day because my body can't take more than that right now. And I believe that there is all of this information in media that makes us feel like we have to be doing more than we actually are able to. And if we are not, then we are letting ourselves down. I'm here to tell you that what you're going through, if you're having symptoms of perimenopause where you're just exhausted brain fog, your joints hurt, or your body just aches, you're not going crazy. You have an hormonal imbalance. It's okay that you just want to lay on the couch today. Now, I do believe that it's great to get hormone replacement therapy for myself. I believe that it's great for me because it is assisting somewhat. So if you are really struggling, I think that you should definitely go and speak to your healthcare provider about that. I know for me, it has helped more than not. So during this phase, I am really giving myself a lot of compassion and understanding. And once again, bring it back to the mind control. The third transition I'm really going through of becoming an empty nester. My oldest son was just home for 3 months. Having all three kids back in my house was just an absolute delight. I love every moment of it. And to get to be present with them and enjoy them has been a gift from the heavens above. I have a child going away to college and I have another one graduating next year. Then I will be a complete empty nester, no longer having kids at home. If you are in that situation, or maybe your kids left home last year, it's time for the radical self care for us. It's time to touch into our spiritual sides, move our bodies as much as we can, learn something new, read books. It's time for us to really focus on what we want and what we have wanted. Also, if your kids have not left yet, so important to be present with them. I have a rule when we're at the dinner table that we have no phones. No phones at the dinner table, never allowed, especially if we go out to eat. But even at home when we have dinner together, there's no phones allowed. Having pure presence with the boys has allowed me to get to know them more as this new person that they are evolving to be. We're constantly evolving. And the best way to keep that connection tight is to have conversations with our kids. They just want us to listen to them. The other night, I was having a conversation with all three boys, and sometimes when I'm in conversation, I get really excited and I want to talk. I put mouth tape over my mouth so I wouldn't talk and I could just deeply listen to them, because I really do want to listen to them, to their concerns, to how they feel, to what they enjoy and what they like in life. I want to know all about them. That keeps the connection strong. That keeps trust with us, because our kids feel it, see it. And when we act in this way with them, it just lets them know that we're present, we're available, we're open. Also, I think that during this transition that I see happening with them, I am really excited for them, and not not sharing my sometimes sadness, because sometimes I feel sad about it, but sharing my excitement with them lets them know that I'm going to be okay. Our kids want to know that we're going to be okay. And as a single parent in the household, I know that my kids probably sometimes worry about me. So let them know that you're going to be okay during this time. And while I'm not telling you how to parent, I'm just letting you know what I do and how I keep my relationship with my kids close. Give them space to breathe. Give them space to develop on their own as well. I remember being their age and wanting to be independent. This was before we had tracking devices on phones. We didn't even have phones. So our parents didn't even know where we were. And while we can say it was a different time and era, you know what? It was the same. The same things were happening. We were in war when I was in college, and the same things were happening. So let's give our kids space. Give them space to mess up. Give them space to grow. Give them space to miss us and to want connection with us. I'm going to leave you with this. No one's getting out of this human experience without growth. I'm here for it. I'm embracing it. And I hope that you are too. And I hope that this episode reminds you of maybe the mind control that we all need to have during transitions of our life, that nothing is good and nothing is bad, and it is what it is, and we are always moving through it, and things are constantly changing, and they are always going to change, and there is no stopping any of the change. So all we can do is embrace it, mind control our thoughts, control the reaction that we have to it. And when we have a bad reaction to it, take accountability. And even if they don't accept the accountability, that's not your problem. You cleaned up your side of the street. And thank you so much for being here. If you like this episode, please hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. Maybe have a question for me. Leave a question. I would love to answer any questions. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much, and have an amazing day.